Hey there everybody, it's Missy again. Thanks for joining me today. I'm back with a new layout for the Thermoweb design team, and for this layout I'm going to be focusing on the Deco Foil Transfer Gel. So I've pulled out some white cardstock. This is the premium cardstock in white, and it is from Gina K Designs. It's very thick and very smooth, and it is excellent to use for the foiling technique. Now the transfer gel comes in this little container, and it just basically looks like a white smooth glue or texture paste. And then it goes along with the foils, and I've chosen two foils here to start with, and these are both from Thermoweb. I've got the summer rainbow color and the gold color to start with. And so I'm going to show you how this transfer gel works. So I'm going to use this stencil from my stash of stars, and you could do this with any stencil. Now you don't have to use a stencil, but this gel is perfect for stencils. So I'm just going to use my palette knife, and I'm going to smudge some over the stencil just like I would if I was using paste or molding paste, anything like that. And this is very thin, and it's just gonna go on very clear, almost like a glue. And for this to work and be effective with the foil, you have to let it dry completely. And what my idea is for this is I'm going to foil up some of these stars and then fussy cut them out. And so I'm not worried about the actual design on this paper here. I'm just trying to get some star shapes on the paper. And sometimes if you smush too hard, like I did there, it will, you know, typical of how a stencil works, some of the paint or the paste or whatever it is you're using may smudge underneath it, and that's not a big deal. But I just tried to scrape some of it off, because wherever the transfer gel is, the foil will stick to it. So if it goes outside of your shape, just know that. So I've dried that up, and I've got a couple more stars that I added to this sheet, and it's all dry. You can see it's kind of shiny there. And I've got my laminator plugged in. That's the key for the transfer gel to work, is you must have a laminator, because the heat is what is going to make the foil stick to it. Now if you don't have a laminator and you don't want to deal with that, you can use some other products. I'm not going to use those in this layout, but stay tuned for that, and I'll show you other products that you can use. So what am I doing here? I've got some parchment paper and some of the beautiful foil. Look at this foil, it's so pretty. This is the summer rainbow, and it's pink, yellow, got a little bit of silver and gold, and it's just, you know, it's a gradient. It blends from one color to the next, and I'm just going to cut a chunk of those stars out, cover the foil on top of it. The foil is side up. And then this is going to go in between the parchment paper just to give it a protective layer, and then I'm going to run it right through the laminator. And it takes it pretty slow, but that's okay, because the heat is what is making the foil stick to the shape. So now this is where the magic happens. Watch what happens. You can kind of see the star shapes there. I know it's very shiny, but you can't help that with the foil. And when you peel it off, ta-da, it is stuck to the gel. And you can see there where I made a boo-boo on the big star there. Wherever you have the gel, it's definitely going to stick, but that's okay, because I'm going to cut these out. But look how gorgeous this is. Is that not mesmerizing? Oh, I love it. I love those colors. Oh my goodness. This is addicting, honestly. Once I started playing around with this foil, I just wanted to put foil on everything in my house. So pretty, especially these gradient foils, the multicolored ones, so pretty. Now I'm going to do some blue ones. Now this is also from Thermoweb, but this is the Gina K brand, and her foil comes in sheets, whereas the other foils come in rolls. But it's basically the same thing. You're just going to get some different colors. And so this is called Turquoise Sea, and I'm going to do the same thing again with another set of the stars. And I sped it up because, yeah, I just had to go back and look at the pink ones. So gorgeous. And the same idea with the blue. When you peel it off, it's just like, whoa. Gorgeous. Love it. And you get some texture. You know, if you were to do this on textured cardstock, then you're going to get the texture of the cardstock behind it. And you can still see, even though this is completely smooth cardstock, you're still going to get a little bit of texture there. And it just adds to the look of the shape, I think. I love texture. I love creating texture. So I would prefer it to look that way instead of completely smooth. See, I love how that looks kind of crumpled up. All right, so I've got everything all foiled up, and now I'm going to just take some time and fussy cut out these stars. So I kind of have a photo in mind of what I wanted to do. And you know, you could do this with any type of stencil, like a background stencil, and just do this on a 12 by 12 if you wanted to, background, because a 12 by 12 paper will fit through that laminator. But I was in the mood to fussy cut and just create my own foiled embellishments, and so that's what I'm doing here. So I pulled out a sheet of 12 by 12 white cardstock, and I've kind of got the stars laid out, and I'm going to use this picture. It's pretty big for me. I usually don't go this big, but it's a picture from last October of me and my sister in Las Vegas, and I love the colors in it, and I think it's going to look really nice with these shiny stars, because when I think of Las Vegas, I think of glitter, sparkle, shine. You know what Vegas looks like, and so these stars are perfect for this. And I think the more I do the background here, it actually looks really nice together. I was really excited how this came out. It's probably one of my favorite layouts that I've done in a while, I think. And I think it was just because the foil just really got me excited, and I think it matches the photo and the whole idea of Las Vegas perfectly. And I'm going to just jazz up my background here. There's no gesso or anything like that. I used a little bit of shimmers first, and then I came in with some Heidi Swapp Gold Color Shine, and my nozzle will not spray, and so I'm having to just take the lid out and kind of splatter it and smudge it on the plastic. But I always feel like when I'm making a layout about Las Vegas, I've got to have some gold or silver shiny something all over the paper, because, you know, it's Vegas. So I'm going to try to pull in some of the colors from the stars. So I'm going to add some pink splatters, some blue splatters, and more gold. And there's no pink in the photo, but I'm going to pull in the pink based on what I'm going to be doing with the stars and with the mixed media. There's a little bit, I guess some of the hotel in the background kind of looks like it has pink tones. It's definitely not pink in real life, but the way the photo is printed, I guess it has some pink in it. Look at this background. Do you see this gold? Is that not just, oh, I love it. So now I think it looks a lot better once I've added all this beautiful color to the background. And that's mostly all shimmers, except for the Heidi Swapp Gold Color Shine. And I took a picture of my background to begin with, so I would remember exactly where I put those stars, or roundabout way where I put them. And so I'm going to try to rebuild that. And I love how this is looking. I was getting excited at this point because I thought, oh, these stars are perfect. And so I'm going to glue these down. And now I'm using some Thermoweb glue here. This is the mixed media adhesive. It sticks really well. So I'm just going to add a little dab to each of those big stars and glue those down, because I don't want them to keep moving around. I'll never get them back to where I had them. So I'm going to get those glued down. And I'm going to add some foam to this one over here on the left, just because it seemed like it needed some foam, because it's going to overlap that big blue star. And my picture's going to go right in the middle. Okay, I got brave and tried something I hadn't thought of before, and that is stitching on top of the foil, and it worked great. So I used some gold metallic thread, and I just stitched through 3 of the gold stars, and I love how that looks. I think it just gave it a little bit of extra texture, a little bit of extra shine, and it helped those stars lay flat, because some of the other ones, the edges are kind of curling up, which is what I wanted. I love when die cuts or something that you fussy cut curls up at the end, especially flowers. But these stars, since they have points, I think it makes it look really, really cool that they're kind of not completely all flat. Now I am going to try to add a little bit of shiny gold thread underneath this raised up star, and my metallic thread never tangles up like I want it to. I think it's a different texture, being that it's metallic. So I have to work with it a little bit more than I do with the regular colors of thread. but it all works out in the end. So I'm going to glue my photo down. I did add some foam under it. Since I've already got some texture and some depth going on, I thought, let's raise that picture up. And I pulled out some of my gold thickers from my stash. These are some old crate paper glittery ones. I've been hoarding them forever. You probably had them, and you may be hoarding them too, but I think they're gorgeous. Now these are some, I think these were Amy Tan or Dear Lizzie, I can't remember. But they're metallic gold, and I'm going to wind up going with those. Since I've got so much shiny gold going on, I thought I might as well keep that theme going and add some of that. And I just decided to go with Always Fun, and I'm actually going to have 2 titles. I'm going to type, no, I'm not going to type, I'm not typing. I'm going to stick down the letters to spell Vegas, and these are just some gold glitter thickers. And I love how this is looking. I rarely do 2 titles like this, but I just felt like it needed some shiny gold and some glitter gold. And I'm going to add those little X's down at the bottom just because they looked cute and they were gold. This is like overflowing with shiny stuff, and I love it. I think it just says, hey y'all, I'm in Vegas. Check me out. Yes, so now I'm going to add in some flare buttons, and these are both white with shiny gold on them. The other one on the left has hello, and the one on the right is a camera. Going to add in a couple of lines, and yep, I'm going to use a shiny gold pen to write my journaling. And we don't have enough gold, so here comes some more shimmers. And probably some more, yep, there comes some more pink. There might be some more gold color shine coming as well. I can't remember at this point. I love how this turned out. More blue. I just, the foil just sets this off, I think. It's awesome. Yep, sparkle, sparkle. And, you know, it's hard to photograph foil, so I tried to get it in the best light as I could where you could really see the colors. And it doesn't matter, whichever way you turn it, the foil is going to shine. Look at that. Oh, it's gorgeous. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I cannot wait to do my next layout for Thermoweb and play with some more of this foil. It is so much fun. Let me know if you have any questions about any of this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.